Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we are going to make another Christmas card, which is going to be a Santa Claus card. And we are going to paint a cute little Santa Claus and make it into a card. So for the card I'm using this watercolor sheet that I have, and I'm just folding it into half. And for this card we are only going to give it a nice base, and rest of the Santa Claus we are going to paint on. And the Santa Claus we are going to make on a different sheet, which is this one. This one is from I got it from Amazon. It's from Uhuhu. I will mention the brand on the screen. And the watercolor sheets, the quality is very nice. So I'll be drawing and painting Santa Claus here on this one, and then cut it and then paste it on this card. So for the card we are going to do a background, for which we will be needing any washi tape that you might have. Try to get a thinner one, and that's about it. Other than this, we need our watercolor paints, any watercolors that you might have. Mine are from Temu. We need a pencil to draw and few brushes. So you can get any round brushes that you can. So I have this number 10, number 6, and these two thin brushes for any details that we have to give. And lastly, I will also be using a black gel pen to give some cute little details to make it look very illustrative and cartoon and vintagey. So I'll use this one as well. And now let's begin to draw the Santa Claus. First of all, you will have to just check how much big you want the Santa Claus to be, so that it looks very appropriate on the card that we're putting. So we need it to be in the center here. So we'll just do some markings. So I'll just mark the card on my sheet very lightly. So I know that the card is this much size, so accordingly I will just make this much of Santa Claus here on this side, so that I do not even waste my paper also. For the drawing, let's begin to make a cute hat for the Santa Claus, for which we are going to start with a curved line like this, and then just make it fluffy with some small curved lines. You can make it thick as well, like this. And then let's make it start from this side and just make the curve that it is falling on the other side. Simple. And then we are going to attach the hat from here like that, and add a little fluffy ball at the bottom. That's the hat for the Santa Claus. And for the face, we are going to start from a little bit inside and then just make a curved line like this, curved line like this on the sides. And here we will just little small lines, and then make a big nose for the Santa Claus in the center. From the nose, we are going to extend the mustaches from the other side as well. Like this. We are going to make the mouth like that. So we are going to add a little blush on here, and then the eyes will be near to the nose. So I'll just make small little eyes here like that. And we are going to make the eyebrows, white eyebrows here. So for the eyebrows you can just use some curved triangle shapes. And now let's make the big beard for the Santa Claus. And from the side we are just going to add few hair, and then start making curves. So the basic shape for the beard is that we are going to start from here and bring it down like this in this shape. So that's the basic shape for the beard for the Santa Claus. But now we are going to make very beautiful curved lines like this. Like this. So you have a track of this line. You just need to follow this one and just go and make lines like that. It's easy. And here also I'll just add few hairy lines coming out. So that's the basic drawing for the Santa Claus, and I love how quickly and easy it was to make. I hope you are able to see it clearly, because I've drawn very lightly, because I do not want, after I paint, I do not want the pencil lines, you know, the impressions that we can have if we draw very dark. So now let's begin with the fun part, which is painting. I will also be erasing the extra pencil lines. We are not going to make it very complicated. We are just going to, you know, have fun with the colors, and do not stress about, as I told you, ever to make everything perfect. Because even if you paint everything very perfectly, stressfully, there is still going to be a better version for everything. Even if what I paint, there will be a better version, you know, that anybody else can make. So just don't stress about making it perfect. Just enjoy and put in your heart, and it will be beautiful. So let's start with the painting. For painting this, I will be using, starting with using this brush, which is a number 6 round brush. And I'm going to start painting with the face and the nose and the lips. So for that, I'm going to mix this ochre color mixed a little bit with pink, and then a little bit of red, and adding lots of water. And for the lighter, to make it little light, I will add again a little bit of ochre color. So it gives a very nice, you know, skin kind of a shade. I do not have white color in this one, but that's fine. If we make it watery, it will be very nice blend of color. So you can also add orange if you want, but I think it looks good. So let's start with the face. So I'm just going to trace the outline, and then like I love to do, is outlining and then blending everything with water. So this is done. I'm also going to add some blush for the Santa Claus, for which I'm just going to use a little bit of red and adding it here and here. And I'll also add it on the nose. Going to blend with a clean brush. Like this. Also for the red, I will be adding this color in the mouth, like where we see the lips of Santa Claus. Perfect. Now let's move ahead and paint the hat of the Santa Claus, the star, the bright color which we use, you know, to mention Christmas feels, which is red. So I'm just using a scarlet red color mixed with a little bit of madder red, which is almost kind of a crimson red. And I'm going to start outlining the hat very loosely. No stressful technique, just go with the flow and outline the hat, and like this. Now I'm just filling in. And I will also be adding a little bit darker shade of red to make it even more, you know, just give some shadows to it. So to the red, I will be adding a little bit of brown to make it a little dark. And I'll just place it in just few spots where I want to show the shadow. Like this, just at random places I'm placing the color. Don't worry, it will all fall in the place and we do not need to bother about it. So leave it like that. Now let's move to paint the beard, the mustaches, and the white fluffy fur on the cap, for which we are going to use the same color for all the three things but in different concentrations. So I like to use black. I know many of you will find black as a very bold color for this, but I'll just like to use black, very watery. So I have lots of water and very less pigmentation. So while the hat is still drying, I will not touch this part. So let's move to mustaches and the beard, for which with the same brush I'm just going to use little light small strokes of this watery black, which now looks like a gray. Just trying to follow the direction of the beard and adding some lines like that very lightly. And now just clean your brush, just rinse it in water and use just the water to blend everything like this. So that's the beard for our Santa Claus. Let's move to the fluffy part of the hat. So for this one, very lightly add just few lines here and there like this, and clean your brush, and then we just have to spread this. What we are going to do is we are going to dab the paper towel and pick the extra color from there so it looks very nice and light. Same thing with the this fluffy, oops, the red was still wet. No worries, we are going to pick the color with the paper towel. So the Santa Claus is almost done, and the last part is that we're going to use our black gel pen and give it a more precision, more details. And let me wait for it to dry, and then we will start with the outlining. Till the time it's drying, let's work on the background of the card, for which I have this card here, and I will show you how to tape this for the perfect background that we want. So I want a striped background, which means that I will be using this tape to make stripes. So it will be perfect if we use a tape for that. But first I will be taping the edges of the card, because I do not want the stripes to go touch all the ends of the card. So very lightly I will just add the tape towards the sides. So just taped all the edges. Now it's time to add the stripes pattern, so for which I'll just try and mark everything very similar. So the background taping is ready. Now let's go ahead and paint the colors that we want to use. So for the background, I want to use the similar red kind of a shade, but I'm going to make it even warmer. So to the same red, I'm going to add a little bit of brown. This is a very stress relieving painting activity, just taping, the sheet and then painting on them and removing the tape. It's very satisfying and very stress relieving. So let's do that now. It's all painted. Now we will let it dry on the side. And by this time, our Santa Claus is dried up completely. We are going to use our gel pen and do the outlining now. So done with the sketching, the Santa Claus is ready to be cut down. For the cutting, I would like to mention that we have to leave little spaces from the actual painting. So we need to leave little white margin from the Santa Claus from all the sides. I will quickly show you how. I will fast forward this cutting part so that you can quickly see how to actually cut the Santa Claus. So this is how we need to cut the Santa Claus, leaving little margin from all the sides from the Santa Claus's painting actually. This is completely dried, and let's remove the tape from the card. So look how beautiful and clean it comes out. Okay, so the card looks very beautiful and very aesthetic. It looks good. And now let's paint our Santa Claus on top of it, for which I'm not going to use a regular glue and just put it on top of this like this, but I'm going to give it a little emerged or embossed effect, for which I'll be using this foam tape. It's a double-sided foam tape. Now let's put it in the center. So here is the final look of this card, and I absolutely enjoyed painting this one and showing you the techniques that can be easily used with the regular tape, or just the background. It looks so beautiful. And you've also learned how to draw a Santa and actually paint it very easily. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if this was helpful to you, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. That means the absolute world to me. And also, if you have any other requests for any painting videos that you want me to make, I would be happy to see all the comments on the video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care, bye bye, and Merry Christmas in advance.